So when 2021 rolled around, I had set up a specific set of goals for our rental property portfolio. And I had my vision on hitting 20 million in assets under management or total portfolio size by the end of 2021. I thought that would be the goal that would really challenge us, and I wasn't 100% sure if we'd really be able to hit it. We started the year at 10 million in assets. So it was essentially trying to double our portfolio over the course of a year. And now, just as Q4 is rolling around in 2021, we've actually just hit that $20 million mark, that number that I wasn't even sure if we'd have a shot at for the duration of the year, and we were able to hit it in 3 quarters. So what I thought I would do in this video is talk about what are the things that I think really allowed us to really scale quickly and grow out the portfolio in such a manner. Plus, I'll give you guys kind of now my updated visions for what our updated goals are gonna be for the following year as well. So with that, let's get at it. What's going on, guys? My name's Lior, and I'm a real estate investor out of Boston. Now, before I get into the meat and potatoes of the video, 2 super quick things. Number 1, if this is your first time on my channel, first of all, welcome. Second of all, make sure you smash that subscribe button for me. I put out tons of new videos every single week talking about everything about rental property investing, right? I give you guys tours of my buildings and projects. I give you guys tips on and strategies and tactics and things to think about. So as I said in the intro, what I'm first gonna do in the video is talk about some of the key components that I think really allowed us to scale this year very quickly. And if you stay tuned towards the very end of the video, I'm gonna reveal my kind of big, hairy, audacious goals of what I want our portfolio size to be the following year. I'm gonna give you guys the exact number I'm gonna be shooting for. So in terms of some of the key components that have really allowed us to scale, there's definitely been a couple. And the first one that's been absolutely critical is we've established some really strong and solid lending and banking relationships with local banks around the area. Some of these have taken a little while to develop, and we got them through a couple of different sources. One of my best ones came through a referral actually from another investor that I knew, and I asked them like, hey, if I wanted an aggressive bank that was doing a really good job, who would you recommend? And they gave me an absolutely amazing contact. Now, I had to go really establish that relationship. That kind of came through transparency, plus rigorous, analysis and underwriting, right? One of the things that loan officer actually told me when we first connected was that our underwriting was actually very good. We didn't try to skim corners and make the numbers look better and fluff them up or anything. We gave proper expense structures to everything and really accounted for everything. So if you're gonna try to establish new relationships with banks, my advice is certainly be very rigorous up front, be transparent, and show good, underwriting and analysis. Don't try to say, oh yeah, we're gonna be able to cut costs here and there, better than other players, etc. Right? Be upfront and show them that you really understand the business. The second component that's really helped us quite a bit this year has been improving our operations. Now, I've done a couple of videos already about this topic, but there's been a couple of key people we brought in this year that has really helped us scale this thing up very quickly. The first has been a property manager. As I said, I did a full video on this already, but that property manager has essentially taken full management responsibilities of all of our tenants. So now I don't have to deal with your common complaints, your common repairs, etc. She handles all of that. She's also actually helped us with our acquisition processes and stabilization processes. She helps us, renegotiate rents, help tenants move out that need to move out. So she's been very instrumental in really smoothing out our logistics. The second person we brought on is a construction manager, right? We have quite a bit of projects moving back and forth right now. I believe right now we have 6 active ones, more or less. And we just wrapped up a couple of buildings last month. So we have a lot of moving pieces, a lot of renovations in different buildings going on. So this construction manager has essentially stepped in and is now, again, able to jump from site to site, negotiate contracts with contractors directly, make sure they're showing up and they're properly executing, get inspectors on site and sign off on inspections. So basically things that would take me a lot of time and effort are now kind of on her plate, and she's been absolutely instrumental to our operation. And finally, the third person that I'm starting to bring on right now is an on-the-ground operations person. So a little different than construction manager and property manager, kind of a little bit of a hybrid of both, but someone that's essentially gonna, do other logistical operations. There's a lot of back-end work, a lot of back-end paperwork that needs to be always upkept and done. If we're renegotiating rents or dealing with any specific tenant issues, she can kind of step in and work directly with a property manager, make sure nothing's falling through the crack. If we need to go in and send a payment to someone, rather than me spending an hour driving, she can kind of help step in, take that meeting, pay the contractor, and then again, I can continue to focus on the big stuff. So, this hybrid model of bringing these three people all in-house has been absolutely crucial to growing our portfolio and business, and has really allowed us to scale quite quickly this year. And finally, the last component that's really grown out, that's been instrumental, has been the growing of our brand in the marketplace, right? I've spent a lot of time and effort and energy doing that. That's one of the big things. That's always one of my personal big focuses on, right? And that comes through a lot of different initiatives. It comes through meetups, it comes through email newsletters, it comes through videos like this, right, on YouTube, quite a bit on Instagram. So focusing those efforts on branding has been absolutely crucial. It's helped us develop new relationships with real estate agents and wholesalers, which has given us really nice deal access. And again, it allowed us to continue to buy more and more. It's also established great private investor relationships where we've now had more access to capital than we've had before. So now we have people that are interested in working with us. So that's been absolutely instrumental, right? Because the biggest barriers, of course, in this business is certainly pipeline and capital access, right? So having the branding and the marketing that we've been doing has really helped us with both of those regards. So now, as I look onto 2022, in terms of operations, where I think we're gonna go with this is we're gonna continue to build on the model we have. The operations person I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm gonna try to bring them on as full-time, potentially even get another person that's gonna kind of tackle all these tasks simultaneously, because there's a lot of tasks. There's a lot of tasks that need to be dealt with on the ground. There's a lot of tasks that need to be dealt with on the back end, on the computer screen with paperwork and all that. So I think we're gonna continue to grow out our personnel, again, to improve logistics, improve efficiency, and improve our operations. And I think if we continue doing that, I'm gonna kind of give the big reveal of what I think we can hit next year. So as I said, we are currently at $20 million in assets under management, which I'm very, very grateful and proud of. But I think if we continue to go at this pace and continue to bring on awesome people that we've done so far, I think we can again double our size of our portfolio. And my goal for next year is to sit here and make another video and tell you guys how we hit 40 million in assets under management. So that's kind of the big goal. That's the big vision for 2022. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted along the way. But I think if we continue to execute on those components, I think we have a shot at getting there. And for you guys watching at home, the takeaways are the same for you, right? Really focus on what do you think is gonna help you take that next step, whether it's capital, marketing, people, and figure out where you need to focus your efforts on to really grow and take the next step in your business. That's kind of the exercise I've been doing the last couple of weeks as we're slowly coming into Q4 and then 2022. So hopefully this video was a little inspirational, a little motivational, a little educational as well. Of course, if you guys have any questions, any comments, just shoot them below and I will definitely help you